Serve 'em, Roland.
He's already been served.
From Washington, D.C., Roland Martin, good morning.
I'm a simple guy. You know, I heard Chris Paul, and I couldn't help but think about this, Super Dave. Swing low, sweet chariot,
coming forth
coming
to
forth to carry me home. Yeah, boss. We gonna take this. And I came on Super Dave said we going to the Super Bowl. I'm like, y'all gonna be taking a horse and buggy to the Super Bowl. Yeah,
Total line.
Riding the back of Big Joe. Gotcha. All right. It was first of all, shout out to Tiger Woods yesterday. Amazing final round, 64.
Yes.
Watching black folks like, we still watch Tiger Woods. Damn it, yes. If Tom Joyner was watching,
I was watching.
Hey man, hey. I don't care what y'all say. He was balling yesterday.
Yes, he was.
I got a call. They said, you need to watch this. And so I started watching.
And Tom can't stand golf.
I can't stand it.
Can't stand golf. But hey, that's just what the deal is. And so, again, great 64 yesterday. And so Tiger is almost back. So, after getting that back fixed. All right, folks, last week, huge upset in St. Louis County.
Yes.
Where longtime DA Bob McCulloch was beat down at the ballot box by Wesley Bell. But what was amazing about it, the exit polling data of McCulloch by everybody showed he was up 10, 15, 20 points. They said it was going to be a rout. Instead, he got routed. Joining us right now is Rashad Robinson, of course, the executive director of Color Change. He also, their PAC, Color Change PAC, was very instrumental in helping Wesley Bell win. Rashad, what's up?
Hey, Roland.
Here's what I want to talk about, because this is why I call you. What y'all did along with these other groups was a perfect example of not getting caught up in the typical election drama, who raises the most money, who can get up on television. Y'all really were about micro-targeting voters down to the precinct level to turn them out to defeat a long-time incumbent.
Absolutely. We decided that we were going to ignore the polling, that we did our own math and looked at if we could increase black turnout, particularly among young black folks and folks who don't show up to, every election, and we could increase that margin by about 7 to 10%, that we could win the election. A lot of folks rolled their eyes at us. They thought it was impossible. Towards the final weeks, folks were talking about what was our strategy when we lost, but folks did not trust that people in St. Louis, black folks in St. Louis, would still remember what Bob McCulloch did in the Mike Brown case, what Bob McCulloch did day in and day out around mass incarceration in St. Louis County. And they did. We opened an office on the ground in Ferguson. We gave all the local organizations access to the office. We cut turf in terms of the data, and we defied all expectations. And now St. Louis will have Wesley Bell, a young black district attorney, and they've kicked out Bob McCulloch, which is just, after 27 years, incredible.
And look, he typically ran unopposed when he ran in previous Democratic primaries. And, of course, whoever wins the Democratic primary there, frankly, wins the general. The thing, though, that I think is important when you talk about that micro-targeting, look, let's just be real. That's also one of the ways Trump won. He turned out white voters in the past who did not vote. And again, when you talk about the recipe for success moving forward, a midterm election coming up, there is a pathway to win these difficult to win races if folks focus on the ground, have a candidate with a message that can resonate with the people. That's what mattered here as well.
And you have to trust black leadership to actually do it. I think far too often the Democratic Party wants to hire white folks to figure out how they're going to reach black folks. The young black women on my team who are data experts and political experts, they started cross-tabbing data like women who buy natural hair care products with low propensity voters, so that we were finding a whole new section of voters, inviting those folks out to events like black parties and brunches in St. Louis area to then set up a whole new crop of volunteers, folks who had never volunteered on elections in their lives. And those are the people out in many ways, and many folks who, were old heads in elections, out talking person to person to folks who hadn't voted in these elections, explaining to them why the district attorney was so important if they care about mass incarceration. And there are 2,400 district attorneys around the country. But if we can kick out the bad ones like Bob McCulloch, we can send a powerful message to the rest, start raising the floor of what's acceptable for how they treat our communities and push up the ceiling on what's possible. And so we hope to use this as we go into a whole set of other elections around the country, use this model of what we've been building at the Color of Change PAC, and continue to work with folks in local communities.
It sounds like that's a heck of a blueprint to share with the rest of the country as you go through, especially for the primaries coming up.
Yeah, 3 million low propensity voters is what we're trying to reach in this upcoming election. And if folks want to hear more, they should visit us at Color of Change PAC or Color of Change, and they can sign up, volunteer, engage in this effort. This is how we not only take back the country, but build the infrastructure to hold those that we put in office accountable.
Yeah. And like you said, black folks, we know best where to go and how to spend the money. To Democrats and progressives, you don't have to hire white folks to tell black folks what we already know. I'm just saying.
And we know that we don't get polled either.
Yeah. Rashad Robinson, we appreciate it, brother. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the folks at Color of Change PAC. Thank you.